Hi, I'm divorce and family law attorney Kyle Scoresby. This video is about orders of protection, or restraining orders as people commonly call them. Orders of protection are available in Arizona when there has been an act of domestic violence within the last year, or when an order of protection is needed to prevent an act of domestic violence. And there are a whole list of statutes that define what constitutes domestic violence. It doesn't have to be just an assault. It can be disorderly conduct, false imprisonment. There are, again, a list of maybe 30 statutes or so where if conduct that falls within that statute has been committed, there could be a basis for a restraining order, an order of protection. One thing restraining orders or orders of protection can do is provide one party exclusive use of a commonly owned or leased home. One thing that clients often want to do when there's been violence is get their partner or spouse out of the home. I mean, it's natural that if you've been threatened or harmed, you don't want to physically be in the presence of your spouse or partner anymore. And so you might seek an order of protection, and within that order, a requirement that your spouse or partner vacate the home. The ultimate goal, in addition to that, is to keep your partner or the person who's perpetrated the domestic violence away from you. Now, one thing that people sometimes misunderstand is that an order of protection is not a child custody order. Sometimes people try to use it like that. If they've been a victim of domestic violence, they'll try to include the child in the order of protection. Judges usually don't allow that unless the child himself or herself has been a victim of the domestic violence. You need to use a court process, a child custody process, in a divorce or paternity case to seek a custody order. You don't use an order of protection for that. Also, an order of protection does not prevent an act of domestic violence. Remember that. Orders of protection are only good for people who follow court orders. So it's not going to protect you 100% against an act of domestic violence. Finally, an order of protection sometimes can escalate tensions in a case. So I advise my clients to only seek an order of protection if one is truly needed.